Last week I had the opportunity to join a lean tour in Lincoln, and it was amazing to see how many improvements they've made over the last few months. I noted a bunch of them and recorded them and showed them to you last week. As I was going through, both in the office and in the shop, you'll see lots of empty shelves, empty bins, and just improvement after improvement. Great job to the people in Lincoln. Keep up the good work. Here's an interview with David and Tara on a few of the other improvements.
Hello, I'm David Chapin, and we just did a lean tour. Justin, who is the cameraman at this particular time, noticed a lot of things that had changed about the shop since he had been here, and so we came up with the idea of videotaping some of our favorite things. Our first idea was to interview Dave Engel and have him take us on the tour, but that was our first improvement too, is we found someone better to give us the tour than Dave Engel. We came up with Tara Epps. So, what are your favorite things that we've improved back here recently?
Well, recently we took the core drills, we moved them over from a separate room, brought them into the tool room with the rest of the tools, and now they sit underneath, and we also have a slanted shelf for our water bottles that go with our core drills, so that if there's water in them, they're not going to be leaking everywhere.
So my favorite improvement that happened in here is that you should have a lot more tools in here. They all were in great working shape, but we never used them because they had cords on them, and so we wanted to replace them with battery operated ones, and so they really were dead end tools. So what we did is we packaged up 2 pallets, 20 some tools, shipped them off to Florida, where a missionary group is now shipping them off overseas and using them there, missionary programs. So someone is still using those perfectly workable tools, and we ended up with some empty shelves and a better way, as like Tara put, for storing things, and those tools are well used and serving out their purpose, and it is awesome. All right, so part 2 is we brought Tara out into the space where she normally is and working on things, and we got 3 items we want to show you, great improvements we made. What are your 3 favorite improvements here?
Number one would be my slant board. This is the tools I use probably 90% of the time. They're easy to get to. If I want to move down to a different location, I can put it on a cart and wheel it down to the barn to work down there.
Go with your, what's the next one?
Number 2 would be when we rebuilt tables, they realized that I am a little bit shorter than most people. And so we have a table that we can bring up to a different height that's got holes in it so we can do different heights, and that way if I'm drilling I can get on top of it and really push down.
So, adjustable table, and that one works out really well. What's the third thing?
The C-punch over here.
Oh, the C-punch. I love that one because we got rid of a bunch of stuff and we found out we'd owned this for decades, and now we use it.
It's great for punching out panels, and we also created a spot for all of our cups and dies, cutters and dies.
Shelves are pretty empty back here. What do you think of that?
I love that. That way when new material comes in, I can put it on the shelf, use it, send it back out.
And one of the rules that I always talk about here is nothing hits the floor. And if you look around here, if it's the only thing on the floor in this place are wheels. So material comes in, you put it on the shelf.
Yes.
Awesome.
I don't have to bend over that much.